My next guest got another win this past weekend at UFC 313. It's Joshua Van in a car, unlike his last name. It's I imagine so. Josh, how's it going, man?
It's good, I guess, but I cracked my windshield,
Oh,
so now I
damn.
gotta fix that. Yeah. So
Damn.
yeah.
And by the way, you're driving a are you driving a car or a truck? Just to make sure. I doubt you're driving a van right now.
No, I'm driving a Genesis car.
Oh, nice. Okay, well, there we go. That's great. Before we talk about the win, which, by the way, congrats on that. What was it like? I feel like all your fights have some sort of weird thing happening, from opponent switch-ups to all this. You're supposed to fight Bruno Silva. They get you another opponent. Was there ever a thought you might not get to fight on this card? Because you never know when it comes to late replacement opponents.
Yeah, that's what worried me. When my manager Jason called me, my only worry was like it was gonna turn out to be like last time. When they kept canceling my fight, like 4 in a row type shit. So that was my only thing. But then, right after they canceled my fight, like the very next day, Jason called me. He said, "I got you a new opponent." So I was happy with it.
How much of an adjustment was it going from Bruno Silva to your other opponent?
I mean, I'm always ready for anyone. So like the training camp was, you know what I mean. He was a southpaw, and then he was a heavy grappler. Other than that, man, we were just ready.
Yeah. Yeah, prepare for anything. And I'm sure you're used to that too on the come up, where you had opponents switch up all the time before you got in the UFC. So that makes sense. Just your overall thoughts on the performance. I know you didn't get the finish, but again, a win's a win.
My performance, man. I watched the fight. I think I'm happy with it. You know what I mean? I
Nice.
didn't really get touched much, but I was just disappointed, like that I can't get the finish. You know what I mean? Representing my country for the first time, like in front of the world, and I want to show out. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that. Yeah, other than that, man, I'm happy with my performance.
What, if anything, surprised you about him in the fight?
And that guy got cardios for days.
Yeah.
He shot like what 20 something times, and that boy didn't get tired. You know what I mean? So I was like, damn, yeah, he got cardio.
And how nice was it with the crowd? I mean, they seem really into it. That's one thing, again, that kind of sucks about fighting at the Apex. You don't get that same experience. And I know you're a guy that thrives off that.
Um, yeah, I love the crowd, man. You know what I mean? The love that they show me is great, man. Much appreciated.
How do you celebrate after the win, or how did you celebrate after the victory? I know you had to do a bit of media. Did you get to go enjoy yourself that night?
Yeah, you know what I mean? How the fight is. We did a little bit of medias, and then we went back to hotel and grabbed some drinks and food.
Okay.
Because a bunch of my friends came through this time, so yeah, it was like a bunch of us hanging around.
What did you drink? What did you eat?
A couple of beers and some shot.
That's good. Okay. Nice. That's good. Yeah, got to celebrate in style. And again, I know the win's pretty fresh here, but when would you like to get back in there? Because it looked like you came out relatively unscathed from that fight.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I just hit up my manager that I want to fight again.
Yeah.
So let's hope like I get a fight. Maybe I'm down like 3 weeks, 4 weeks. You know what I mean? No injury, so I can go back to the training camp.
I know Texas would kind of be ideal, but it seems like you like fighting in Vegas as well, as long as it's with the crowd, obviously, right?
I love Vegas, man. Something about Vegas, like, yeah, I just love Vegas.
Okay, good. That makes sense. And any opponents in mind? I know you're not a guy to really call people out, but do you look at the division and go, hey, that would be a fun fight? Anyone kind of stand out to you?
Whoever could get it, now that I know the ranking is bullshit,
Yeah.
Yeah, anyone can get it.
Would you want Bruno Silva again, or are you kind of looking past him at this point?
Man, I don't know if you want to fight me, but if you do, then yeah, let's run it.
Why do you think he doesn't want to fight you? Because he didn't make it to this fight? Okay, fair enough. I have to ask when you throw out a little tidbit like that, so I got to ask anyways. But again, you look at like obviously beating a Bruno Silva. Look at like Manel Kopp. It got him a really big main event. So maybe something like that's got to be in store for you in the future, I would think, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true too. But like I said, man, Bruno is a great guy. You know what I mean? If you want to fight me, we can run it. But as of right now, you know what I mean. I'm looking a better opponent than him.
Okay, fair enough. I like the way you said that. That was very, very, politically correct, so to speak, which is good. Did you get a chance to watch the main event of your card between Ankalaev and Pereira? Did you get to see the fight or no?
Bro, I was like, what is going on? Like, Alex doesn't look like himself, man. Something, maybe he got hurt. Maybe, I don't know, it's the weight cut. I don't know what it is, but he don't look like himself in there.
Do you think he won the fight, or do you think Ankalaev won? Because it was close on the scorecards.
He lost. It's not close. He lost.
Okay, fair enough.
But, yeah, he lost, like, clear, you know what I mean? But, yeah, he don't look like himself, man.
Yeah. We'll see what they end up doing there. And what about the co-main event? What did you think of Gaethje coming back? People are counting him out, and he gets the win over Fiziev. That was great.
Physique is a crazy motherfucker.
Yeah.
Fighting Gaethje on a short notice like that, man, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But you know how Gaethje is, man. He get cracked, he always come back. So I thought Physique was gonna win, like looking at the first round stuff. Mm-hmm. But then he threw them uppercuts and shit. So
what do you got planned the rest of the week other than getting your window fixed?
Oh, fix this shit. Probably file my tax and go to Dallas, have some fun with families, and yeah.
What does that family gathering look like? Yeah, you strike me as a guy who's got a big family, and you guys all get together. Is that true, or how big are we talking here for your party this week?
You know how like the Asian community is like,
Yeah, they all meet together and stuff. Yeah.
Like, yeah. Like community as a community, like we meet and we barbecues and
yeah,
cracking jokes and stuff like that. So yeah, it's fun time.
So how many people are we talking here? I'm curious.
A lot.
What's a lot? Like 100 or how many people?
A lot, like, yeah, 20 or more.
20 or more. Okay.
At least 20 or more. Yeah.
Wow, that's cool. What's that like though? Especially you get a nice win here, and you get like this whole community of people coming to celebrate. I know it's not just that; it's obviously them all getting together. But what's that like being around that environment after a big win like that? That's got to feel great.
That's who you do it for. Families and friends like that. So when they, especially when like they are the people that are happy for you, is great to be around them, man. Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, looking. Sounds like a really, really good time. What are you getting in on the first thing on the menu when you get there? Because obviously everybody will be barbecuing. What's your like go-to meal at these gatherings?
See, the way our Asian barbecue might not be the way what I mean. Yeah, barbecue, because we just barbecue the meat.
Yeah.
And then some corns and shit. So everybody eat the same. It's like how like y'all gotta fix a plate and shit. Like
yeah, of course. Yeah.
With Mexican and stuff, like it's not like that with Asian, we just take the meat and then sometimes with rice and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a little different,
Sounds like a good time. Okay, I'll let you get back to driving. Don't want you to get in an accident. Thanks again for doing this. If there's anyone you want to thank before you get out of here, any sponsors, any social media, I'll give you the last word.
Man, I want to thank all my coaches, even though they're assholes the whole week. I love them. 4 Ounce Fight Club, my teammate, Aslan Boxing Gym, Temple Construction, and Compound Coffee, my sponsors. Shout out to all the fans that support me from day one. I do this shit for you guys.